So the second Class C Muay Thai rules bout of the night. This one contested at 69 kilos. It's welterweight. 5 1.5 minute rounds. Colin Conroy to the left of your screen in the blue corner. The black shorts with silver trim. And Joe Hassal, top right, with the white and red shorts and the red gloves. Boxing out of Double K Gym. So expect a slightly slower pace to start with than we have seen. Some pretty frantic K1 action so far, Dave, and this one, as we can expect to just see these two, well, I was going to say feeling out process, but Hassal has gone straight in. Rather, Colin Conroy has gone straight in with a couple of stiff hands. Big knees there from Conroy.
I've not seen Hassal fight before, but I have seen Colin Conroy fight, and he is good. Nice style. Hassal's a southpaw, that's what I've noticed early on, so it'll be interesting. But Conroy straight into the clinch, so regardless of what stance you fight out of, it's a real doing the clinch. And see, you look at Conroy's right hand, how it's so loose and not really doing anything with the arm, and it keeps slipping off the body. In C class you get away with that. In A class or B class, well, A class definitely, you're going to get elbowed in the face.
Some real reddening around the left-hand side of the body of Hassal, showing the marks of that clinch and the work that Conroy did in it.
Yeah, that right body kick landing right on the red spot. So Kieran Kettle and Charlie Peters both pointing to their man to step left, even though he's a southpaw, but just to corner their man and get him in the corner. Cut the ring off.
Nice hook to the body there from Hassal.
Yeah, Joe Hassal's got a really strong build on him. He looks massive.
He looks a weight division up. Yeah. Although I suppose you know, that could be that some boxers dehydrate a little bit further down and naturally carry around a little bit more weight, and then hydrate overnight, eat overnight, and can actually come into the ring 4 or 5 kilos heavier than their opponent.
Yeah, sometimes that's an art form. Generally that's at a higher level that you see the big weight cuts, and again, if it's done wrong, that can really go against you. But with these guys, I think Conroy's got a bit of height on him, and it's just simply that he's a shorter, stockier build, but he does look massive compared to Colin Conroy, doesn't he? Mr. Hassal over there. Don't know if Colin was taking his man into the clinch just to let him know he's in a fight. Try and hurt him early on, but that's the niceties over and done with.
Absolutely, and it was pretty fast-paced for the opening round of a Muay Thai bout. Oh, goodness me, really hard dump there, Colin Conroy.
Oh, nice step right knee there by Conroy. Beautifully landed. Look at those knees coming in from Conroy.
And again, he's working with that rear leg, isn't he? See where the reddening is on the midsection of Hassal.
Yeah, every time he's hitting that same spot. Chris Carling in the corner there for Muay Thai Clinic. Trained Mr. Kettle and Charlie Peters recently as well. So nice close links between these two gyms. Big hands being thrown there by Joe Hassal and landing flush there.
That big southpaw left, just getting him out of trouble. Need to throw 6 or 7 to get himself off the ropes.
Solid right body kick landing there from Conroy, but then eats the hands straight away. And now Joe Hassal pushing the action forward.
Hassal breathing pretty heavily already, Dave. Could that be a result of some of those knees to the body that landed early?
Yeah, it can be that. Also, holding a lot of muscle mass does tire you quicker. You'll make him powerful, but it's hard work moving all that muscle around. Conroy looks very relaxed in the corner there.
There you see him with his back to the screen, just calmly taking in his instructions. Meanwhile, in the red corner, Joe Hassal looking a little bit more pensive, looking a little bit more out of breath. There you see him with Kieran Kettle. Facing him, Charlie Peters on the right-hand side, just giving some instructions in his ear. He's put a lot into these opening couple of rounds, although they're only a minute and a half. There are still 3 to go.
Yep, and Paul Bloodbath Barber there, the man who's ruined 2 of my suits so far at the Muay Thai Grand Prix.
Oh, goodness me, what a tear-up that was with Daniel Terry.
Certainly, I'm still loving that. I'm still thinking about that.
I think Fighter of the Year, Fight of the Year is sewn up well and truly.
Yeah, Barber getting the opportunity to fight overseas as well now. As a result of his last fight here in the Muay Thai Grand Prix. Great knees there from Conroy, straight in the middle, and you can see that they were obviously taking effect as Joe Hassal pushes his man off, doesn't want to sit there and take those straight knees up the middle. Again, Conroy just skipping back and firing that knee in. Hassal needs to take his legs out when he's jumping on those knees.
Conroy's got a nice calm demeanour about him, even when he's got his back to the ropes. Lead left hook there, and then the right hand just countering those kicks by Hassal.
Again, that difference in stance, sorry. You got Hassal, who's a southpaw, firing that straight right hand down the middle against the southpaw is exactly the right move.
Making Hassal miss with the left now, guarding himself closely with his back on the ropes. Here's Conroy, as Hassal just starts to open up with the hands and trying to put some pressure on the man in the blue corner.
Yeah, but the hands don't look like they've got the same sting in them as those knees. Those knees are powerful when they're hurting him.
Again, the round up, and I think the body language of the two fighters tells a different story.
Yeah, for me, the defining part of that round was those straight knees up the middle from Conroy. Very powerful techniques, and they were repeatedly unanswered, doing some big damage. Big score in Thai boxing.
Nice combination there landed by Conroy. Left hook, right hand, and then these knees again. This is him that's taking the initiative in the clinch again, banging that rear knee in. On the left side of Joe Hassal has just got redder and redder and redder as this contest has worn on. Still 2 more rounds to go, remember.
Conroy's a right hook there.
And a better start from Joe Hassal, and he's...
I think because he's had that rest, suddenly his hands have got more sting in them, but there's those knees again.
Good response from Conroy this, because he may have felt the sting in those shots, as you say, and felt that, right, better go back to the body, take the legs away from his opponent.
Beautifully timed teep there as he came forward, that push kick from Conroy.
Well, after a pretty positive start, Hassal has just been put back in his place a little bit. Oh, stinging right hook to the body, that one just hurt Conroy.
Yeah, Hassal's got power though. I mean, you see Conroy's bleeding from the left nostril there, and you heard that right hook to the body land heavy, but Conroy's knees have been awesome tonight. Just keep his hands up though.
Hassal, the mouth wide open now, gasping for oxygen. Comes forward still. Wills himself forwards as Conroy now is the one that holds on. Just starting to become a little bit attritional, this. 2 loading up with their shots, trying to hurt each other.
I don't know why Conroy's getting involved in this. He needs to sit out and then get in a knee.
Closer than it needed to be, that one for Conroy, do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, the longer he sits out there and lets Joe Hassal get into this with his hands, Hassal's coming back into this stronger and stronger. You think he gasses and then he's okay, and he comes out from around and he starts throwing bombs again. He's a big lad. Some of those hands, you heard them when they were over above our commentary spot here. It didn't sound very nice. And Conroy, if he drops his hands, he sits with his hands a bit low sometimes for me, and he could eat something. Push out. This fight for me is going to be about who can implement their game plan. And Conroy needs to do that. Step back, step in knee. Step back, hit sign, and then close him down and knee.
He's landed 3 counter left hooks in the opening 30 seconds, Conroy. Hassal hasn't blocked any of them.
Yeah, it's much better from him here.
Good work to the body from Hassal, just trying to put the pressure on those that he was just let back in by a little bit of complacency by Conroy in the last round, and he's going to go hell for leather in this 5th and final round.
Conroy's hands are so low, man. It's scaring me there. Even when he goes for the leg kick, his hands are actually at the waist of his shorts.
Clubbing exchanges between 2 tired men at this stage.
Yeah, fantastic kicks, but look where his hands are when he kicks. Joe Hassal just needs to step in with that punch. It only takes one. You see that, the referee, this is a C-class bout, so no knees to the head are the rules, but the referee telling Joe Hassal, keep your head up. If he ducks and he gets hit with a knee, that's his own fault for ducking into it. Because Colin Conroy is allowed to knee the body if he's kneeing at that height. Then that is legit.
Yeah, absolutely, and Hassal's suddenly now showing signs of a man who's looking really exhausted. The eyes just roll, the back of the head a little bit, the mouth wide open there, and look at the demeanour of Hassal. He's got absolutely nothing left.
Yeah, nose is bleeding as well. Both lads bleeding noses, makes it harder to breathe.
Wow, look at the body language there of Joe Hassal leaning on the ropes, and well, if ever the judges are going to take one final look at their men, this tells you a great deal. Yeah, nonetheless, we will go to the scorecards.
Got to say though, fair play, Joe Hassal is giving it everything he's got. He's not quit. He's gone to the death. That's what I love, seeing guys put it on the line and give it everything they've got. That's all you can ask.
He has fought hard indeed. Look at that. He doesn't look like he could pay for a single punch more. If you paid him 100 quid, he'd say, no, keep it.
No, that's it. Colin Conroy's knees were fantastic in that fight.